Forget the 30-second elevator pitch. You've just 4 seconds to impress an investor. The design of your pitch can often be overlooked. So long as you've got all the content in place, what does it matter how it looks? But getting the design of your deck right can be the difference between your pitch being read and your pitch being binned. Think of it this way, the design is the very first thing an investor will see. Before they read anything, they'll form an opinion of you and your business based on the way it looks. As much as we're told not to judge a book by its cover, we just can't help ourselves. It's all to do with our basic human instincts, the part of the primitive brain that controls our fight or flight response. In order to overcome this instinct, you need to look like the unicorn you could become from the very first moment an investor sees your pitch. This has a massive psychological impact on the investor. Suddenly, with a great looking presentation, they feel instantly at ease. They feel like this is going to be a good pitch. This leads them to being much more positive about the content you're sharing, and they digest your words in a more positive frame of mind. Compare this to receiving an unloved pitch, one delivered with little thought to the visual presentation. In this scenario, they're underwhelmed. Their reaction is that this business doesn't look all that good, but I better take a quick look just in case. Suddenly, you're having to work 10 times as hard to convince them that you have what it takes. Not to mention the reflection this has on you as a founder. If this is the level of attention you give to the most important and probably the largest deal of your career, what does it say about how you run your business? The trouble is, they decide all of this in just 4 seconds of opening your pitch. This is because as a species, we've been able to communicate visually longer than we've been able to speak. Paleolithic cavemen etching on cave walls would not just communicate what they saw while hunting, but it turns out they also had the capacity to communicate thoughts, feelings, and ideas. This is why we digest visual information 6,000 times faster than text. Think of a recent image you've seen in a fleeting moment on social media. I'm sure you can recall a lot of the information from that image. You could describe the scene, the colours of the objects, the emotions of the people, the tiniest details that stuck in your mind. Now think of all the words you would need to type in order to describe that same image to the same level of detail. Suddenly 6,000 times faster, isn't that unbelievable? You can use this as a really powerful tool for getting your message across quickly to an investor, as well as getting their emotional buy-in. This will give you a competitive edge, a marginal gain that will elevate you up ahead of your competition. Design helps to tap into our most basic human brain, the part of the brain that controls our basic instincts like fear. When a business looks bad, our caveman brain is telling us that it can't be trusted. A good design will instantly bypass that feeling of distrust, allowing investors to focus on what makes you special and why they should invest.